Jakarta dot solid dot filter interface to derive life cycle. Every filter must implements Jakarta dot solid dot filter interface to derive life cycle methods. Every filter must implements Jakarta dot solid dot filter interface to derive life cycle methods. Is it completed? Here, say later generic filter came. Some other methods added. Say generic filter. Here get init parameter filter config related some init methods like this came. Later HTTP filter came. Say HTTP filter. But here do filter, here do filter. This lifecycle method, it is non-lifecycle method. Lifecycle method calls non-lifecycle method. Like that code written. Now, if you override this one also works. But here we don't have like a do get, do post the type. Do filter only is there. But these do filter, two are there. This is life cycle, this is non-life cycle. Now actually, we are not going to use generic filter. We are not going to use filter. HTTP filter we use. Then this method if you use, it is HTTP solid request, no? With this solid request also you can access. But here, whatever I given methods to you, this is solid request. Here solid request, no? But using solid request, HTTP solid request method not possible. But using HTTP solid request method possible. That is the reason we'll prefer. Now just you write this one. Jakarta dot solid dot filter inherited in Jakarta dot solid dot generic filter. Jakarta dot solid dot HTTP filter. Jakarta dot solid dot filter. Jakarta dot solid dot generic filter. Jakarta dot solid dot HTTP filter. Now, instead of filter, instead of generics filter, we'll go for HTTP filter. If you use HTTP filter, HTTP specific services also you can use, common service also you can use. Okay. What are the methods I given here? Same methods are present here. But here one extra method introduced, that is HTTP solid related. Do filter. Is it over? Now No. Write this one. Methods. It is a life cycle method. It is a non-life cycle method. Which is best one to override, life cycle or non-life cycle? Non-life cycle. But non-life cycle method not called by web container, no? Non-life cycle method called by life cycle. Life cycle called by web container. At last called. Okay. Same concept. Here, web container calls life cycle method. Here, web container calls life cycle method. Life cycle method calls non-life cycle method. Here, web container calls life cycle method. Life cycle method calls non-life cycle method. That's what we have to override non-life cycle method. Is it over? So web container calls this method. Okay. This method calls this method. This method, if you override, you can access HTTP servlet request also, servlet request also. HTTP solid response also, solid response also. That means HTTP specific services also you can access, and common service also you can access. Suppose session tracking required, you can. Session tracking HTTP specific service. I given already notes, generic solid versus HTTP solid, while teaching starting basics, after basics only. Is it over? Now, as compared to service method, one additional parameter is there here. That is filter chain. This is only important in the filters, dynamic dispatching. I'll show you. In the program, you'll understand. After program, I'll give a description. Now, what we have to do? Implement filter or extend generic filter or extend HTTP filter. Extend HTTP filter overriding non-lifecycle method. One method compulsory. Remaining init destroy required use, otherwise omit. Because those are default methods, no? Default method means concrete method or abstract method? Concrete method. Java 8 feature. Java 8. Okay. Now, it is now how to implement according to this diagram. We'll send a request to welcome file, new dynamic web project. Suppose filters, whatever you want, you can write. Next, generate XML, finish. Right click, new HTML. Okay. Login.html. You observe here. Same login form you studied, like that only. Now form tag. Okay, first I'll give login form. Now form tag. In form tag, is it method post record or get record? Method equal to post. Data is confidential. Action equal to here. When you click on submit button, control comes to welcome solid URL pattern. We have to write, not filter. Okay. Welcome solid URL pattern. Something welcome. Next, username, input type equal to text, name equal to uname. These are already you studied. Password. Password. Okay. Submit button, reset button. Okay. This is HTML page. Write this page, this program. Now URL pattern of welcome solid. The welcome is URL pattern of welcome solid. Whenever submit button is clicked, URL pattern of welcome solid executed. What is uname and what is pivot? Request parameter names. What is username, password? Labels. What is welcome? URL pattern of solid. What is post? HTTP method. HTTP protocol method. Is it over? Say here we written HTML. When you click submit button, solid executed. If you click submit button, solid executed. Now solid program. Right click, new, solid. Package name, filters, class name, welcome solid. Next, here, URL pattern, welcome. Okay. Next, which type of request coming? Post type, do post. Finish. Here, we are going to display just a welcome username. That's it. Okay. Now, first, retrieving parameter, string sc equal to request dot get parameter. Parameter name, your name. Okay. Now printing. Print writer pw equal to response dot get writer. Pw dot println. Welcome. After that, username. For this, if you want to add HTML, you can. Okay. Let this HTML added. Now you observe up to here, I'll execute. What will happen? See. Now, no validation, nothing. Okay. See, directly run as run on server. Save. Save. Now login.html. Now you'll enter username. You'll enter password. Now any username, any password. Welcome. Okay. Now in between, I want to add filter. Now any username, any password, always welcome it shows. Because this is only we written. We didn't write this one. Now this filter dynamically I'll insert between. That is dynamic dispatching. How will insert? With XML file will insert. So we have tried filter program. We have tried XML. With that, we have to insert. Then what will happen? Validated. Now you observe any username, any password, anything, any password, always it shows welcome. Now, this is request, this is request, this is response. In between, I'll insert filter. That is dynamic dispatching. That is, we'll see tomorrow. So actual concept tomorrow. This is nothing. This is already you studied. HTML already studied, XML solid already studied. Main concept tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow we'll see continuation. Online students, 1 minute, one by one, I'll clarify your doubts. Ravi Tota, hidden field. Hidden field already taught, no? With hidden field, you ask. Okay. Parvesh Gupta. Yeah, notes I'll upload in Google Classroom. Sheikh Shabaj. Filter methods. Just Java P command, if you type, you'll get it, no? Okay, here if it is there, I'll show you. These are filter methods. Balaji. In real time, HTML code will never insert in Solid. That's what JSP came. Dumne. That is problem is set attribute, get attribute, primitive type not supporting means maybe in your system are using Java 19. Which version you are using? Okay, next. Next. Anthony. Yeah. Created, destroyed. If it is not coming because default method is there, that's what not coming. Default method not compulsory to override, no, that's what not coming. Chittaranjan. Yeah, present market little down. Okay, 1-2 months again it will be there. Bhuvaneshwar Rao. That maybe you change the browser. Roshan. Yeah. Tomorrow you'll understand. Tomorrow you'll get a more clarity. Himanshu. With advanced Java, you can develop project possible. Chittaranjan, I'm not getting your doubt. How to attend interview physically means attend. If your walk-ins are there, you have to attend. How to attend means I didn't understand what is your question. As a fresher, okay, MCA completed. Completed means you can attend. If you are pursuing means not possible. Parvesh, JSP, while teaching JSP, I'll explain. Banvar, yeah, CSS, JavaScript code files you can attach. In the same location you can place, you can attach. Dumne, yeah, 19 version, some issues are there. Otherwise, you use wrapper class, integer. It may works. Harshit, okay, become final year. Then you cannot attend interviews. But you can attend, but they'll ask certificate later. Banvar, advanced Java projects nowadays no one will consider. Frameworks project they'll consider if you want to include in resume. Frameworks knowledge required. We'll see continuation tomorrow.